Hello and welcome to the Pup Mommy. This is a channel where I share my practical hands-on experience of everything that I've learned, including my mistakes in owning, loving, and caring for dogs for over 30 years. Large breed, small breed, multiple breeds, puppies to seniors. I've covered all the bases. I've walked the walk so I can talk the talk. And in this particular video, I initially was going to, it's the second part of a two-part series that I'm doing on breeds that I think would be good for families or active individuals. And in the first part, I covered the small and medium-sized breeds. And in this particular video, I'm going to call this 2A. Part 2A, because otherwise it would be overly long video. And in part 2A, I'm going to be talking about large breed dogs. These are the dogs that are more in the, you want to say 70, 80-ish pound category. And also my criteria for large breed dogs is this. I have two sets actually, one for the owner and one for the dog. When you are bringing in breeds that are in this category of size, weight, and energy, I think it's really important for you not only to not have a dog that is going to meet your personality, is going to meet your lifestyle, but it also has to be a dog that you can comfortably, safely handle. Another thing to consider also is, because of the size of these dogs and the energy, if you have a family and you have babies, toddlers, preschoolers, really think about whether or not this is the right breed and the right size of breed to bring into the family at this time. It may be that the small to medium size that I mentioned in part 1 would be better for you. These large breed dogs are great for families, but families with probably older children who are at least 9, 10, or in middle school and teenagers. And then finally, I want to mention also before I start that when it comes to a family, if you have children in the family, no matter what age they are, it is so important that you remind them and that you teach them that these dogs are beloved members of the family, that they're to be treated with love, kindness, care, and respect. If you feel that your children are not old enough to understand that, please reconsider bringing in any dog into the family until the children are old enough. Now, with that said, I want to move forward and finally say the criteria for the large breed dogs. Again, family, friendly, fondness for children, fondness for individuals, fondness for people. They're medium to high energy dogs, not necessarily great meant for the tiny little munchkins, again, because of size, weight, and energy. And then also highly trainable. Consistent, easy, patient training is going to do wonders for these dogs as well as for you. And also the training and socialization should be taking place very early on so that you end up with a really great dog. So now let's move forward. Let's get on with it and let's find out what my suggested breeds are. The first is the Boxer. The second is the Collie. Third, curly-coated Retriever. Fourth, the Golden Retriever. And fifth is the Irish Setter. Something there for everybody. Curly-coated, long hair, short hair. I've covered the bases, but again, more importantly, these dogs tick the boxes. First, let's take the Boxer. Now, this breed is a great dog for the right family that can meet its needs for exercise and affection. If ever there was a dog that loves humans, it's this breed. It's wonderful with children, but again, because it's high energy. If you have a family with a wide range of ages, you need to pay attention because of its exuberance. If you're considering a Boxer, it's also important to find a highly reputable breeder who is going to routinely screen their puppies for certain cardio and ortho medical issues that can arise with the Boxer breed. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Moving on, we come to the Collie. Now, the Collie is another great dog that is devoted, it's confident, it's sensitive, Again, easy training, affectionate with children. The Collies come in smooth and rough-coated. Now, if you're as old as I am, you probably remember Lassie and Timmy. And this is the rough-coated collie that they had on the program. Now, brushing and grooming with these dogs is usually about, you can do it once a week. You may be able to get away with once every 2 weeks, but it's a very good thing to keep to brush them and groom them because it keeps the hair from matting. This is also not a dog that is good for being left in the backyard by itself, because these collies are very people-oriented dogs, and you know, they can also be, if they're not trained and they're not socialized properly, they can also resort to being barky dogs. And you don't want that, especially if you have neighbors around. So that also is is a key component of this breed. And another thing as well, again, finding a responsible, reputable breeder, because collies are sometimes known to have what is known as a collie eye anomaly, and it's present at birth. So that's why when finding an ethical, responsible breeder, they screen for these things with their dogs. Now, collies are going to weigh in, especially if males, they're going to be about 70 pounds. Boxers are going to be can be from the 55, 60, 65 pounds. Again, it depends on the genetics and it depends on the breed. The next dog on my list is the curly-coated retriever. Now, if you happen to like a doodle type dog, but you don't want a doodle, that curly-coated retriever might fill the bill because they have the tight curls. It's the oldest of the retriever breeds. It also is a very calm, wonderful, confident, energetic dog. But where there's a difference between the curly-coated and the golden, with the golden, everybody is my friend. All right, with the curly-coated retriever, it is very affectionate with family and very affectionate with children, but yet at the same time, if it doesn't really quite know who you are, it is a little bit more wary with strangers, which makes this dog a really good watchdog, so to speak. This also is a dog that's great for water sports, and especially when it comes to grooming also. All you have to do is, whenever it gets wet or whatever, you can just let it air dry, and that actually helps the curls. You should take it to a groomer occasionally to make sure that it's nice and no fuss, no muss about it. But it's a great dog. And these dogs, also, I might add, because they are in the gun dog category, all right? They're the AKC sporting group. Dogs that are in the gun dog category and bird dog category are usually dogs that mature more slowly than other breeds, which is one of the reasons why Christy Nome got rid of her dog, because it didn't mature fast enough as a retriever. So keep that in mind, that you're going to have some puppyish type of behavior even at the age of 2 years. The next breed, of course, is one of America's favorites, and that is the Golden Retriever. I mean, what is not to like about a Golden Retriever? It's usually at the top of everyone's list. It's a beautiful, beautiful dog. They're energetic, and as I said, it's kind of like they love everybody. Now, one thing to keep in mind also with this dog is it is a shedder. So that means that it's going to shed year-round, and especially at certain times of the year, it is going to be super shedder, kind of like German Shepherds, because they're double-coated dogs. So you have to like hair around your house. Also, these dogs can be subject to hip dysplasia and can be subject to elbow dysplasia. So once again, it's finding a good breeder, a great breeder for these dogs. But they're just wonderful, wonderful, loving dogs. And one day they'll actually win Best in Show at Westminster. And then finally, the other large dog on my list that is ebullient and it's beautiful to look at is the Irish Setter. And there is also the English Setter and the Gordon Setter. And there's the red and white setter, but I'm speaking about the Irish setter in general, or setters in general. They're all distinct breeds, but there are synergies between all of them. The Irish setter is very known for its rollicking, wonderful, it has a wonderful personality. It's silky haired, so again, it's going to require some grooming. These dogs are great with family. They tick all those boxes. Great for biking, great for hiking. Now this is a field dog, so it's basically in that gun dog category. So keep that in mind as well. Now these dogs, all the ones that I've mentioned so far, are good energy dogs, but they're not hyper dogs. They're not going to be bouncing off the walls. But you do need to exercise them, and that's why part of the caveat that I have for this particular grouping is that you've got to be a family that likes to get out there, whether you like to walk, you jog, you hike, and bicycle, whatever. These are the dogs for you. That's kind of where I'm at with my listing of dogs for this video. I'm sure that you're going to mention that I left out the Labrador Retriever, but that was on purpose. And then also there are other people I'm sure who have favorite breeds that they'd like to comment on and like to suggest. Feel free to do so. I hope you found this video informative. If you need help finding a particular dog or a perfect dog for yourself and your family, all of my contact information is listed in the description section. Thank you very much for watching. I do so appreciate it. Don't forget to click and subscribe because I will be having other videos coming out. Dogs for first-time owners, dogs for seniors, and all sorts of other different videos. And I have over 100 videos as it is right now, so perhaps you might find something of interest there as well. Again, thank you for watching. Bye for now.